Steve the robo guide, always by your side. With his circuits and his sensors, he's your perfect guide. Helping blind folks navigate, giving them his all. But sometimes he gets a little clumsy and causes them to fall. Steve the robo guide, leading the blind. But sometimes with a bump and slide, he's got a heart of gold, always ready to lend a hand. Even if it means a few accidental wall crashes, he'll understand. He's programmed to be precise, guiding with precision. But sometimes he misreads and leads folks into collision. With a beep and a boop, he'll apologize and make it right. Steve the robo guide, always ready for a new side. When will Brain Station be released? We can't wait to buy it. When will Brain Station be released? We can't wait to try it. We wanna play Bang Man, we love that game. We wanna play Mountain Climber, though it kinda sounds lame. We want some cool math games, we want some other stuff too. I'd like a free copy, how about you? So bring on Brain Station, it's really the best. I've been whining enough, so I'll give it a rest. Settlement and I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity but I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They've helped thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments but you need cash now, call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 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 Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Call now.
Hi, this is 14-year-old Liam. When I'm not going to high school and getting swirlies from all the bigger kids, I'm listening to Liam's live streams. Someone told me in the future I'll have a wife. No way! Girls are gross. They have cooties.
Hello and welcome to Chatting with Viewers for April 27th, 2025. And it's been a few weeks because we've been gone and we've been sick. So as always seems to happen, I get sick, especially if I go on a vacation. So
apparently there have been, I don't know if it's studies or just people that have said, when you go on vacation, you relax, you're kind of free from the stressors of everyday life, and so your immune system stops fighting as hard. And you catch stuff. I don't know how true that is.
I think it's because you're just around a lot more gross humans. That's really what I think it is. A couple messages came in. Bryant wrote in and said, I like the Brain Station song. By the way, how is that going? It's going okay. I'm going to say that it's making progress. I work a full-time job, and so I try to work on it where I can. I was supposed to this month do a bunch of work on it, and then I got sick, and it threw everything off. So I'm definitely behind the 8 ball on having stuff done. I've also been, which is probably not the smartest thing, but it'll make sense later in the end, I think. I've also been working on Super Egg Hunt as well. So I'm trying to modernize both. And so when you split your time, that's very minimal between two things. Like, it makes it last longer. But
things go a little slower.
But I'm not in any rush. I know everyone wants to play everything right now, but I'm not in a big rush. So it's like, when it's done, it's done. Steven says, hi, Liam. Oh, went to a carnival yesterday. Went on a whole bunch of rides. That sounds horrifying.
Absolutely, it does. It
the
sounds
Gravitron,
like the Vomit Express.
The air swings.
Gravitron, is that the one where it, like, sucks you into the wall?
Yeah.
That's... No. My feet stay on the ground.
Pharaoh's Fury? What the hell is the Pharaoh's Fury? That sounds like my lunch wants to come out of my ears.
Yes.
And it sounds horrifying. But yeah, so I would love to say that we have a lot to report. Vacation was fun, though. We really enjoyed it.
Until we got sick.
Yeah, I mean, we made the best of it. It was a lot of watching South Park in the hotel room. That was honestly our vacation.
That was kind of our pastime.
We did
really nice.
We did some other stuff. So, my family threw an engagement party for us, which was really awesome. We got to see a lot of my family that I haven't seen in several years. And that you haven't seen ever, actually.
Yeah, I met all of these people cool. For the first time.
Christopher Abel says, the more intense a ride is, the better it is.
Says you.
I mean, maybe for me 30 years ago, not so much now. My vestibular system is all screwed.
I've never liked
super
intensive rides. I had my parents a couple times trick me into going on them, and afterwards I was just horrified, never trusted them in an amusement park again. So, that's parenting tip, don't do that.
Werner says, hi, Liam and Alyssa, I hope you are doing well. We are doing good, thank you. I went on, I think I was like 25, and I went to Milk Days in Harvard, and I think I have told you the story, so I'm leaving parts out. But I ended up going on the zipper with somebody's cousins, and their little cousin was like, "Can you go on this ride with me?" And
you didn't know what it did.
I'm like, "Sure, I'll be happy to go on this ride with you," because
that's what you do.
I was trying to look awesome, and so I got up this thing, and it's like a Ferris wheel. I say it's like a Ferris wheel. Because there were...
Until it starts.
Because there's one major difference with it. So we're loading everyone in. It's kind of rolling and like, moving the cages around and stuff. And these bars come down. And I'm like, I find it really strange that there's bars in front of us. I'm like, why do they put bars in this thing? Is this just to like make sure that we don't fall out? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense. Like, you want to have something to hold on to. Even on a nice Ferris wheel. And so
some Ferris wheels do. They're not like the big round cars. They're like the little bench seats.
As this thing is loading, the car makes this sort of like whoop forward and whoop back, and kind of starts swinging a little bit, right? And I'm just like, I can't remember her cousin's name now, but I'm just like, this thing goes upside down, doesn't it? And she goes, yeah, it does. It's going to be fun.
And you're like, oh, crap.
Now, I had just stuffed myself full of cheese curds and everything. So I'm just like...
This is not awesome.
I'm just like, S of a B. And I left my S of a B inside, but I'm just like, oh, okay. But in my head, I'm just like, And then it took off.
And so did your lunch.
And no, it didn't, actually. I held it down, but honestly, I was just getting annoyed. Because it just... When you go on something like this, you find that, like, your body clenches up.
Yep.
And so my body is clenched. I'm, like, clenching my feet to the floor. I'm, like...
Hanging on to the
bar
white knuckling the bar for dear life.
Because I don't want to flip. And it's like, so I am just like a board.
Yeah, but
and
you're going to flip anyway.
Yeah, you're going to flip anyway, but your body's just like, hold on to everything, make yourself... It's like getting hit by a taser. Not that I have ever had this happen, but when you get hit by a taser, your body, like, arches, and everything goes taut. And that was me on the zipper. Bryant says, I'm going to Disneyland. You should really go to Disney World instead, but that's okay. I'm not here to judge. Just relax, put your hands in the air, and have a good time. No.
Dude, this last plane ride...
Cyril is here. Hi, Cyril. Hi, people. I'm late, but hi.
Yeah, flying with sinus problems is about as much fun as one of these roller coasters.
Had we been on an empty plane, I would have been screaming because I think there was fluid in my ear and the pressure from the airplane was just causing these stabbing pains, and it was horrible.
And you already just weren't feeling well.
I told Alyssa I'm done flying for a while, and anyone that knows me knows that I love to fly. I'm done for a bit. Oh, Disney World, says Brian. Okay, that's better. Hey, don't go to Disneyland. Go to Disney World. That's better.
But yeah, we don't know what we caught, but it was like coughing, sneezing, stuffy nose, like all that kind of good fun. I was supposed to go back to work on Monday. Like, I kind of got it on a delay. You got it first, then
That's
I
right.
caught it.
I forgot you actually took Monday off.
Yeah, and because I couldn't stop coughing. I didn't have most of my voice. I kind of sounded like something out of a scary movie. And I just needed an extra day. I probably should have taken Tuesday, too, in retrospect, but I didn't want to use up more time than I had to.
Cyril says Liam totally infected you.
Yes, probably.
Probably did, yeah. He probably got my cooties.
And then by, like, Thursday, I think it was, when we had, like, the all-team meeting, my supervisor's like, you sound a lot better today. I was like, yeah, I feel better today.
Well, I mean...
I've still got a little bit of cough lingering.
As we've learned from 14-year-old Liam, girls have cooties.
That's right.
We have this new liner.
Hi, this is 14-year-old Liam. When I'm not going to high school and getting swirlies from all the bigger kids, I'm listening to Liam's live streams. Someone told me in the future I'll have a wife. No way. Girls are gross. They have cooties.
And by the way, someone told me in the future I might have a wife was... I actually came up with that.
You sure did. Oh, we're gonna go to Universal Studios as well. Nice. Try to do Nintendo Land if it's... I don't know when that opens, but try to do Nintendo World if you can. Oh my God. Never heard that before. So that was actually 11 Labs, but it was based off of a model of my voice from when I was 14. And no, I was actually never given swirlies. People loved me in high school. I don't know what I did. We've kind of learned a thing. Me and Alyssa have learned this thing that...
Yes, we have. I am chopped liver. That is what we have learned.
We have learned that, like, we both can call the same person, ask the same question, and get two very different answers.
And I go out of my way, I feel like, to be very nice and courteous, but I will get told, oh, you have to jump through these hoops and do this thing, and you know, I'm using my pleases and thank yous, and you know, I hope you're having a wonderful day. All of that. Liam can call 10 minutes later, same freaking question. Oh, sweetheart, we'll be so happy to help you.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like, they're eating out of my hand by the time the phone call's over.
I don't
get it either. And the thing is that you've seen it, even in person, you've seen it happen. Like, it's just, I don't understand. Maybe I just look friendly or something. I don't.
But even over the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen this happen.
Maybe you're too nice. Me or her?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So the one thing I wanted to talk about today, actually, is I have not been paying attention to the calendar. And in 1 week, actually, it's been, from today, will be my birthday. And it won't just be any birthday, it'll be my 40th birthday. And so I've been kind of thinking about what should I do for my birthday. And one of the ideas was to stream something. And I thought I would do like a Liam's 40th birthday party. A virtual party where I play games or something. The big question is this interesting to you guys at all in any way, shape, or form? Do you even care? Because if you're just like, nah, dude, you know what? We don't really want to watch you stream at games. Like, go away. Then, you know what? I'll go, like, sleep and spend my birthday, like, under blankets. Because I'm okay with that. Lucas says, I think most people are just sexist. Alyssa, try a voice changer.
Hey, man, how's it going?
All right, that kind of sounds like...
Yeah, like EF.
Yeah. GHI. JKL. Everything involving you and Alyssa is always fun, so yeah, do a 40th birthday stream.
Well, if it's games, I unfortunately probably will not be part of
He'll just be
that.
making clay stuff.
Probably, yeah.
Somebody playing... Oh, yeah, there's a iOS card game that just came out. I hate card games, you guys. Don't make me do a card game. I've been waiting for Bits and Bobs. It still hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, they need to do that.
But my favorite streams are the ones where the viewers can play along, like Crazy Party and Jackbox.
I was actually just thinking that.
We could probably wrangle that. I wonder what Athir's doing. I wonder if I can get him to come on and redeem ourselves on Pole Mine again. Can't believe you guys beat us. I can't believe it. We were perfect.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I know. You know, that was a discussion topic, too, that would always come up when I was on the phone with Jackbox. And I always be like, you guys don't know. We still play Pole Mine, and me and my co-host are undefeated. We have not lost a game. But no, on the marathon, you guys beat us. And it was fair and square. Completely fair and square. Yeah, Steven says, stream. So it sounds like there's an interest. So the question is, what do we play? Do we want some Crazy Party? Do we want some... I could do Pole Mine, and I could even do that. It could be all of you against me. Ooh. Oh, that sounds even scarier, actually. All of you against moi. Okay, I'm intrigued by this. Okay. We could do that. Think we're overdue for Jackbox, says Luca. Yeah, we could probably. I think Pole Mine sounds good. So should we do Crazy Party? Let's see. Okay, Crazy Party, Jackbox. And maybe we could even do 99 and Quentin, although we can only have up to 12 people play. But we could have a big game of 99. And some Crazy Party. Okay, so it sounds like what we're wanting is games that other people can play. I'm down for this. If you have any other ideas for stuff that we can do multiplayer that aren't shooty shoot games, I'm interested. So send the ideas in. Maybe this will be a fun thing. I don't know what time we'll do that on Sunday. I'm kind of thinking in the early afternoon because I don't know. I want to get steak for my birthday dinner, so I have to cook my steak.
Which I think is sacrilege, but I also wouldn't know how to cook it and would probably screw it up.
And it's my kitchen, so, you know.
That too, you know. I think it's like bullcrap that you have to make your own birthday dinner, and I would love to change that. I just don't know how we do that.
Poker would be fun too.
Unless we like go to Logan's or something and have them make a steak.
Oh, no way, because that would just be too much money. And then I can't pick it up and eat it like a savage.
Oh, yeah.
I just pick it up and gnaw on it. Plus, I got that ancho chili rub, so, I mean...
Yes.
Oh.
Thanks, Liam's mom, for the
Maybe
ancho chili
I
rub.
will do... Ooh, maybe I'll do steak, and I will make yummy goat cheese and herb mashed potatoes.
Sounds
Dude,
awesome.
I'm cooking on my birthday. What the heck? Yeah, that just occurred to me, actually. Wait a moment.
It's kind of screwed up.
Yeah. Matt Giles says, it's amazing how many first-person shooters there are. It doesn't seem that there's anything that is accessible, or at least unless with story content. What I'm referring to, Matt, is like we have a lot of blind people making these shoot games, and it's like run around and just shoot each other mercilessly. And to me, it's not fun. It's just crap. And that might be what you're referring to as well. Sorry. Yeah. But I'm noticing that people are getting lazy, and they're like, let's make like shoot till you droop or something. Or like Big Fred's Shootathon, or like Angry Shooters, or like I don't know. But they're all the same, and they're all lame, and they're not interesting. And I don't know. I should just make a multiplayer game, but then I have to run it. I don't want to run it because then I have to administer it, and then like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just wish there were more accessible multiplayer games out there. I agree, and I would like some stuff that's, I don't know,
Not shooting based.
yeah, I don't want a shoot game. I want a decent Sims game. Yes, yeah, we need the Sims.
Sounds like about the closest thing you have to The Sims is like Stardew.
Yeah. Werner doesn't like shooter games either. And listen, I think there is a place for them, but I also think we need other stuff too, and I feel like people just get lazy. Camaro says, I'm not a fan of those types of games either. Hey, Camaro, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while.
People find a formula that works, and they work it to death.
Well, exactly. And it's easy, and in a lot of cases, they're just borrowing / stealing code and making some changes and calling it a new game.
And it's not even exclusive to this. I mean, you see the same thing in music now. It's like, well, here's this nice little bubblegum pop formula that works, so everyone's going to use it.
Old Blind Sunny says, did you ever adopt a baby kitty yet?
No.
We can't have a baby kitty.
No, our lease doesn't let us.
Yeah, our lease won't let us have a baby kitty. I actually had a dream that I gained mental telepathy with Savannah, which of course doesn't make sense because Savannah's kind of sort of dead now. Sorry, Savannah, we miss you. And was like, hey, you want to come live with us? And she was like, yeah.
Aww.
And it was cool. But yeah, Savannah was great. I gotta find that clip. I posted it, and I won't play it today. But there's the clip of feeding Savannah where she's just like, meow, and I'm like, meow, 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 and like we're meowing back and forth. And she kind of like knew I think I was making fun of her, and so she was just getting into it. And Ghost Cat, yeah, Ghost Cat. Savannah was great. She's this big fat tuxedo cat, and she was like a water balloon. She was so big. But my favorite thing about Savannah was that she acted more like a dog. So she would flop over on her back and let you scratch her belly. And she wanted her belly scratched. And then you'd scratch her belly and she'd roll back and forth on the ground and like itch her back on the carpet. Yeah, I'd love to see a accessible version of something like Sid Meier's Pirates. Oh, any Sid Meier stuff would be amazing. My
favorite cat was probably... I mean, I had Patches, like, from a kitten for several years, so there's probably always going to be a little bit of bias. But there was a cat that adopted my dad's family, and my sisters ended up naming her Amber. And I guess because she looked like the Amber Stone. She was like an orange tabby. And she adopted us, and we don't know if she was feral or stray, but she warmed up to people very quickly. Like, she let us pick her up. She sat in our laps, and... she was vocal, and sometimes it sounded like she talked. And one time we went running outside to see her, and she just comes running up going, meow, 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 meow.
I have to take a vote here. Christopher Abel says, here's another idea for the birthday stream, Blind Quest. Who votes that we should time out Christopher from the chat for 5 minutes? We're going to vote on this right now. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
It's the right thing to do.
How dare anyone suggest such a thing?
Luca says +1. Luca, we should ban you too. No. That was awful, you guys. All right, I'm actually not going to run the poll. I'm kidding. We're not going to time out anyone. The only way to time out is Aether.
Oh, okay.
And he's not here, so we can't time him out. Can't with that. Not Blind Quest. No. I already tried Audio Race and returned it. It was horrible. Oh my god. So the other thing, which Alyssa has a lot of catching up to do, so we're not going to give spoilers, but Last of Us Season 2 is out. And it's kind of going as we expected it to go. My mom called me this morning about it because I got my mom into watching Last of Us. We watched Season 1 together, but we can't watch 2 together just because of, like, she's in Florida, I'm up here. And so, like, she started watching it, and she apparently knows about the major plot point coming, and I don't know where she heard about it from, but she was just like, yeah, I heard this thing's gonna happen. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't know how. And she's like, no. And I'm like, yeah.
I wonder if she's heard it from people at work or something.
I'm sure it's been talked about everywhere. Because, like, I remember when the game came out, when part 2 came out, and this plot point, nobody, I don't think, expected it. And it happens pretty early, and it's very unexpected, and people were just livid. If Liam loses Pole Mine, he has to play Blind Quest for an hour. No.
That means he has to go buy it again.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. I have to go buy. Listen, I hated it so much I refunded it. Matt Giles says, no, please no Blind Quest.
You want to see Blind Quest, go watch, I don't even remember what part of the marathon that was.
Oh, God. Need to see those. We binge watched Devil May Cry a couple weeks ago. Not half bad, but short. Yeah, Sarah, it was good. It sucks, but it's good. That's all I can say. I'm loving it and hating it at the same time. But also, yeah, if you were hoping they were going to change anything from the second game, no, they didn't. They kept it. But so my mom is catching up because she was, like, confused on some stuff, and she's like, I don't understand why this is a thing. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to be getting some flashbacks. You're going to have to hold on, though. Like, so she's rewatching the last episode of season 1, and then she's going to watch 1 and 2, and then I'm sure she will call me and be like, what the F?
I think part of what's giving me a hard time of getting into the show is that, like, I haven't played the game, so I feel like I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage, and I'm trying to figure it out as I go.
Neither did my mom. I mean, and that's... So, what makes Last of Us cool is that it is something that you cannot play the game and still enjoy it.
I did not understand some of, like, the first episode, like, the 2 different groups. Until you explained that to me, I had no clue.
The thing is that I probably explained stuff to you that I wasn't supposed to explain. Because I think a lot of it gets explained later, and it's... So, the way that it's written... And my mom was having this trouble too, that I was just like, I don't understand. But like,
And I
it's
think
one of those
that's my
shows,
struggle is like,
yeah.
I want to understand what's going on, and like, I've not played the game, so I don't have the context, and I feel like
Right.
I'm missing really important stuff. And that's the trouble I'm having getting into the show.
Silver Chain says, I only watched a few parts of the 2024 archive. Man, that alarm was scary. Also, hi, Liam. Hi, Silver Chain. How's it going? But yeah, I definitely am enjoying the second season. Yeah, there's stuff that I'm not enjoying, but you enjoy that too. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you feel. It makes you feel stuff. And I always
just don't watch it right before bed again.
No, well,
that sucked.
The new episode's on tonight before bed, but I don't think it's going to be as bad. They got the bad stuff out of the way. I know,
like last week, you were already having trouble sleeping, and then decided to watch it, and then go back to sleep, and you know.
Yeah, don't watch episode 2 right before you go to bed. I think episode 3 is going to be not as bad. I think it's going to be more story setup. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. So it sounds like there is interest for a stream next week. Look for one. We'll say in the early afternoon. I know for some time zones it's going to be kind of brutal, and I'm sorry. But again, I have to work on realistic time, and I can't be up at like 3 a.m. streaming, and nor can I be awake at 11 at night streaming. So maybe something around this time or like an hour later. I don't know. It's Sunday. I'm going to probably want to sleep in.
Yeah.
It'll be my birthday. I don't want to get up on my birthday.
Well, then why'd you offer to do a stream?
Because I'm dumb. I don't know. But I think it'll be fun. I'm hoping you guys show up. I think it'll be a good time. So it sounds like Crazy Party, Pole Mine, and maybe some 99. That sounds good. I think that could be something that we could all enjoy. We can all play together. And so we'll say 2 p.m. Eastern, I think is fair. I will get that scheduled after the stream is over. Which is why archives exist. If some of us miss it, we can catch it on the archives, says Nick. Yeah, it's true, Nick. I know that a lot of people like the interactive side of it, though. But we'll figure it out. I think it's gonna be fun. I really don't have much else to share.
No, we had promised, like, or heavily implied that we were gonna do like a podcast on vacation. Yeah, sorry we missed that, and then we got sick and did not want to be recording, so that's why there hasn't been any updates.
Yeah, if you guys noticed, there is a podcast, by the way, on this channel, and make sure that if you are subscribed, that you ring the bell, change your notifications to all. And you'll actually get, like, episodes of the podcast and any videos I update.
The last one was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was Liam's early birthday.
Does anyone know if Crazy Party's page is still down? Whenever I go to it, I get the site can't be reached. So
Uh-oh.
I'm wondering if we can even do Crazy Party. Yeah, Christopher Abel's like, assuming I can get the latest version of the game. Yeah, I don't even know if it's working. So yeah, I'm wondering if... here's a message from Melissa. Good morning.
That was
come
like
say hi.
days ago.
Oh, that is days ago. Okay. That's right, because I was in... that was Friday. That's right. Because Mary Mozzarella called me.
Yeah, you were in here and had the door shut, and so it was like... Hi, I'm awake, but your door's shut, so I don't want to disturb.
Well, I woke up early, probably at like 2. I think I was sitting in here reading or something. I was just kind of chilling out, and I tend to close the office door.
Yeah, I just tend to run on the assumption that's like, if the door's closed, that means do not bother.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, so I think we've been figuring out what we're doing for dinner tonight. I think we might be doing tacos.
Oh yeah, chicken tacos.
We can either do chicken tacos or we can do hamburger helper. Should we let people vote on our dinner?
Well, is it going to give you enough time to get the hamburger out if they vote for hamburger?
Yeah, I can put it on the counter and defrost it. It's just a little roll of hamburger. It'll defrost pretty fast.
I'm good either way.
Okay.
Although if we don't use the chicken tonight, it probably needs to be tomorrow. Or frozen.
We got it. When did we get it? Friday?
Oh, is it Thursday or Friday?
No, we got groceries Friday.
That's right.
So if we don't do them tonight, then we do them tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's ground chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my wisdom teeth has decided over the last week that it really needs to grow a little bit, and who knew being wise hurt so much? So, been trying to keep the food soft.
Here is our poll. What should we have for dinner tonight? There we go. There's the poll music. Should we have chicken tacos, hamburger helper, or order something yummy? Oh, Silver Chain says, oh, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, by the way, even when I don't know your birthday is. It's
next
been a while
week.
since. Yep, next Sunday, May 4th, Star Wars Day. All right, so vote for our dinner. And the chicken tacos, for those that are wondering, is ground chicken that I'm doing with the taco seasoning. It is, let's see, we got cheese, which, I have to shred the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
But we can use our little choppy chop shredder thing.
Yep. Salsa and sour cream.
Yep. You know, I don't know where the little push guide thing went for that.
Uh-oh.
Because it was on the counter and
he moved it.
Randall moved it.
Ricky Ravioli.
What did you do?
He was helping us clean before home inspection. They do like a yearly inspection just to make sure things are up to par.
Christopher Abel says, I can confirm that the Crazy Party site is back up. So I have a link to it. I have a short link, and I'm getting a can't load page. So weird. So Nick will be away on the 4th, so he says happy early birthday. Well, thank you, Nick. All right, 4 votes so far. Use the poll that's built into the player there to vote.
If you're on your phone, you may need to expand the panel to full screen.
Yep. Weedy. There's 22 of you tuned in, so we should have a lot more than 4 votes. Come on, guys. Get out the vote. Unlike the American democracy voting system, unlike the Electoral College, your vote matters. Ooh, I got political. Ooh.
Banned.
Banned.
Yeah, Liam got banned from his own channel.
Yeah, for being political. Oh, I gotta ban myself.
Don't know if you can do that.
I don't think I can either.
Yeah, you get immunity.
Yep. So, yes, your votes do count. Please vote. Seeing 5 votes so far. If you are watching, you just say on, you need to click the
expand to full screen.
Expand to full screen.
If you're like on your iPhone. I don't know if Android is the same way. I would think it's similar.
I would assume so, yeah. By the way, Android, I have to say, is really picking it up when it comes to accessibility.
They are. It's impressive.
I love the describe image thing that you can tie to a gesture, and it will give you an actual real description. It doesn't do iPhone's garbage. Might be image of water and duck.
And you don't have to go through the share sheet and share it with an app. It just happens.
I've tied my 3-finger single tap to the describe, and it's so cool.
I think that's what I did. I kind of let me say I commandeered Liam's old Android.
My old Pixel 4.
And so it doesn't have the latest Android, but it does have the latest TalkBack.
Yeah. All right, so this has been up for, I give you a little more time. We've seen 8 votes. Can we get a few more votes, you guys?
And you can get a free I voted sticker. Haha, just kidding.
We don't have stickers.
Just kidding.
But you can be proud that you voted.
You get the satisfaction of knowing that you voted and that you made a difference in our choice for dinner.
Yeah, because, well, unlike some other ones, we actually will do what you guys say today.
We're feeling nice.
Ooh, I think I see a winner here, but you guys could...
It could still be swayed.
This could be swayed. Yeah, if you can sway it, it can still be swayed. Vote for our dinner.
Vote, 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 vote.
Nine votes. I'll give you probably 2 more minutes to vote. We've got about 50% of you have voted, so
Right.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's fine. I guess.
Anyone been watching the new stuff on Game Show Network?
Oh yeah, we've been watching Tic Tac Toe and
Beat the Bridge.
Beat the Bridge. I love Beat
And
the Bridge.
Bingo Blitz.
I think Bingo Blitz is turning into our favorite.
Yes, it's hilarious. We are like the youngest old couple. After work, we
Watch
turn on the
game
TV
shows.
and watch game shows and eat dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, says Word Nerd. Yeah, maybe looking that way. 9 votes. I'll give you guys another minute or so, but I think it's pretty much set. I was kind of hoping you guys were going to vote for the order or something.
They couldn't be that nice.
No.
Well, we could always do that for your birthday. But if you want to make steak and cook on your birthday, I guess that's your prerogative.
I should figure out how to do sauteed mushrooms. Steak, garlic butter, sauteed mushrooms, and mashed potatoes.
Oh, man.
Doesn't that sound good? Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm gonna cook on my own birthday. What the fruit?
We could do it on Saturday.
I thought we were going to Big Easy for on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever we showed up and we're like, it's Liam's birthday, they give us anything.
Yeah, Liam's birthday's tomorrow, but y'all are closed, so we're here now.
Yep.
Who knows? They might.
Probably not.
They sure did when we got engaged. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I think had the owner been there, it might have been more than dessert. They like
Probably.
us.
They love us.
And they recently made their new website, and it is, like, very accessible. I'm so excited.
All right, so here's our poll. Vote for our dinner. Chicken tacos, 66%. Order Sling Yummy, 22%. Hamburger Helper, 11%.
Not very high on the hamburger helpers.
No, I noticed that.
It's not bad, guys.
We actually have a cheeseburger ranch hamburger helper, and we have the lasagna hamburger helper. But yeah, they voted for tacos, so I guess we're doing tacos.
Well, that was kind of the OG plan anyway.
Yep.
So, not much has really changed.
Nope.
But yeah, love Big Easy's new website. There's always this fear, especially with a smaller place like that, that when they release a site, that how usable is it going to be?
Yep.
And it is like,
It's very
you can
nice.
see everything. You can look at the menu now. You can see everything that's...
Yeah.
Like, I think it's got the specials and stuff, too.
I think it does. Yeah, you're right. They do, and they do it based on the days too. So, and they have their drink menu and stuff too.
Yes.
So,
Beautiful, beautiful website.
oh, it's very nice. There only is one focus grabbing issue, but it's so minor that like.
Like,
this
you
point-
open the website and a little video pops up, but a lot of sites do that now.
Well, I get a little. Yeah, it grabs the focus and goes like, "Hey, look at this thing," and there's a close button by it.
Yeah.
But at least it's not a sign in with Google. At least it's not awful.
It's not subscribe to our emails, and I'm gonna nag you every 5 seconds until you do.
I could do without it. But if it's the biggest complaint I have about a website, then I'll take it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sure technically it breaks the WCAG guidelines on accessibility, but honestly...
Everything else on it works and works
It
well.
works well. That's the thing.
Yes, there's actual text. It's not like photos of the dishes.
No, it's a full
I was
text menu.
so excited when I read it.
So...
Can't
Cool.
really take credit for it. That was probably in their plans from the start, but maybe talking to them about the menu did have some sort of
we
sway.
did talk to them about it. We did say,
Yeah.
hey, like, we'd really love to access this. Can you... I don't know.
And
And she got me a Word copy of it.
yeah,
And it was really
every
nice of
time
her.
we go in there, if she's in, she stops over to see us.
Yeah.
She was giving me some grief last time. She's like, that doesn't look like jambalaya on your plate.
Yeah, and then she was giving me grief because all I ever order is jambalaya.
She's like, we're going to have to start telling him we don't have it.
So that he'll order something else. But why would I ever want to... Their jambalaya is so good.
It is delicious.
Yeah, why would I ever want to? So...
Because they have a lot of other delicious stuff, too.
I don't care. I love their jambalaya. It's their 3 sausage jambalaya. It's delicious.
They need to add some chicken.
Oh
That
my
would be
gosh, I know.
Incredible.
Add a little bit of chicken, it'd be amazing. But hey, I won't complain. So I guess that's really all we have for this week. I will be back next week. We might do I don't know if we're gonna do a chatting or not.
Play it by ear.
We'll play it by ear.
We do have a couple errands to try to run
Oh,
next
we
week.
do.
Because we did not do them yesterday. The weather was kind of hideous.
Yeah.
So we stayed home and slept instead.
We do need to... Yeah, you know what? Well, we can do... I need to call Huntington, but let's do the bank next week.
Yeah.
And we can do that around noon. I mean, if we go 11:45, that's fine. They don't close, I think, until 1. I'll have to check that.
I think that's right. And then, yeah, I got to figure out when to go
Talk to the... Yeah.
to the lady over there.
So, there might be a chatting. There might not be. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear, but there will be a birthday party on Sunday around, we'll say, 2 p.m. Eastern. I will play whatever multiplayer games we can play. And I hope you guys can join me for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll try to put out a little news thing. I'll put out a little post. But would love to have you all there. As many of you can be there. Would be awesome. I'm going to see if Aether is available. He might be, he might not be. It's a Sunday. I can't say. I don't know what he's got going on. So we will kind of play it by ear. But it'd be awesome to celebrate. Actually, I think I was born at 12:05 p.m. So, but that would be 11:05. So I don't think we can make the...
Time of...
Oh. We might be able to.
Depends on when you get up, I guess.
Well, so if I start at 1 p.m. Eastern, that's 12 Central. If I was born at 11:05, that would have been actually Mountain Time. Because I was born in Albuquerque. So we could actually say, hey, happy legit 40th.
I was going to say, as long as that's AM and not PM.
I think it's PM.
Oh.
I have to... Well, that's what I'm saying.
So that would be... You'd have to be on until, 1 in the morning.
No. If it's 12:05 PM, that's 11:05 AM.
Okay, so you were born at 11:05 AM.
Well, I was born at 12:05 PM.
PM, okay.
Mountain. So
Yep,
that would
so
be
that would
105.
be 105
So I could start at 2,
Central.
couldn't I? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't need to roll it back. I'm thinking if I were actually... Yeah, no, I think we could do 1
Yeah,
p.m.
because
Eastern.
we're in Central. No, it'd be 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, 2 Eastern.
1 Central.
Yeah, okay. So we can stick with our time. Yeah, I'll have to look at my birth certificate. I can't remember.
Time zones are a funny thing, and you would think I would be, extremely used to it since I live in Central and work in Eastern in the same house.
Yeah.
You do too. And sometimes I get...
Heck, you almost worked in Central and lived in Mountain.
No, I almost worked in Eastern and lived in Mountain.
Yeah, I worked in Eastern, lived in Mountain.
And sometimes I've got customers in Pacific.
Yeah.
And so that gets to be some real fun math sometimes if they need to call back at a certain time.
Math is hard.
Yes.
So anyways, look for a stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Sunday. I think that's going to work out really good. It's just that way I can wake up at a decent time.
Yes.
And then, I don't know.
So the weather and everything better cooperate.
Yep. And you guys voted for tacos.
So tacos it is.
I kind of want Taco Bell. I'm hungry for Taco Bell. I'm like, a Baja sounds really good.
So tacos for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, is what I'm thinking. Yeah. So we're going to order something yummy and make chicken tacos.
Sorry, hamburger helper. You'll just have to wait.
Well, I'll make it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then maybe Tuesday I'll do hamburgers.
Yeah, just have to find something at Taco Bell that's not crunchy. Might just be like a soft taco day.
Get something soft. Can you do the potatoes are kind of chewy, right?
They're not awful. No, like I said, who knew being wise hurt so much? It's getting better, but yeah, when I on top of being sick, my bottom left wisdom tooth decided it's time to start cutting through the gum and growing.
So it's your I thought it was your bottom right.
Bottom left. Bottom right is gone.
Oh, okay.
Bottom right I had pulled several years ago because it would not stop. I actually had it pulled like a week before I got Jan. Or a week and a half before I got Jan. Yeah. That's where I was like, this better stop hurting because the seeing eye has delicious food. And thankfully by that day it had settled down. But yeah, just getting one pulled was awful for like a week. I cannot imagine the folks that get all four done at once.
Yep.
Like, how do you survive?
I don't know. All right, well, we'll figure out something. You can always get you the potatoes or something. Or like a soft...
Yeah, like a soft taco.
Chewy thing.
Or, God forbid, the freaking cheesy bean and rice burrito that tried to kill me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll be here, so I can, like, pat you on the back.
Yeah, if I start pounding on the table, you know what happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that was scary for those of you who don't know. I almost choked to death on a Taco Bell burrito, and a friend of mine at school, like, pounded my back, and thankfully it came out, and then my dog ate it off the floor.
We could have left that part out of the story.
It's funny. It's disgusting, but it's funny.
Well, with that being said, thanks for watching. It's gross, dude. Oh. Ew.
I didn't want her to do that.
I
didn't know it happened until later when I was like, I'm so sorry to my friend. She's like, Jan cleaned it up. I'm like, ew!
In for a penny, in for a pound. Jan's just like, whatever. Free food. You didn't want it.
Yeah, content warning.
Well, isn't like regurgitating food like the sign of like pack acceptance or something?
I don't know.
So was like Jan nicer to you after that because like maybe that was her like, oh, I'm finally one of the pack.
She was nicer to you. Like the one time we went to see her, you know, and she's all like, oh hi, and then Liam's here. Oh my God, wag 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 wag, pant pant pant.
Oh, she loves me. See, even the dog loves me more. What is going on?
I don't understand.
Why am I so amazing? I don't understand.
And so modest.
And modest, yeah. I'm modestly amazing. They're modestly amazing. So. Anyways, we will see you guys later. Tune in next week. I will get the video scheduled tonight. And we got some nasty weather coming through, so hope that we don't get blown away tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah,
let's say we didn't.
It's not looking good. But well, welcome to the spring. So
yeah, pretty much anywhere. Like the places that used to not get tornadoes are getting tornadoes anymore. It's just weather has gotten weird.
Anyways, see you all bouncing out. So we're gonna bounce out too. We will see you all. Well, I will see you next week. I don't know if we'll have a chatting, but see you when we see you. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn. Corn sounds good too.
You're just hungry.
I am very hungry. Let's go fix that. All right. Bye, everyone.